It's the 420 radio show, and it's your host, Art the Ghost, blowing smoke. You already know, but check me out every Wednesday, you know? It's the ARTIKLEDAGHOST. It's the ARTIKLE, doing the most, the radio show. It's the ARTIKLEDAGHOST. It's the ARTIKLE, doing the most, the radio show. I talk that bud, show that love, you know what's up. I give it up, I blow that smoke, it ain't no joke. Article the Ghost. 420, blow that smoke, man, I do this every day. Stuff them cones, light it up, and then I blow that hay. You want that truth, I spit them facts. This is more than just rap. It get quiet in here, but I got that loud pack. This is one hot song, tell a DJ bring it back. Man, I'm trying to tell ya I'm a roller sack like that. Tune in every Wednesday for the inspiration, information, like, comment, and subscriptions. Algorithms, I'ma participate, but I'ma be in the clouds until a later day. Let's go. The ARTIKLEDAGHOST. It's the ARTIKLE, goes doing the most, the radio show host. It's the 420 radio show, and it's your host, Art the Ghost, doing the most. You already know, we done reached this news segment brought to you by Marijuana Moment and Steel Beating Productions LLC, which is steelbeatingfactory.com. You already know the link's gonna be down in the description for y'all to go click on those and check that out. Talking about the article as well. Okay, let's get into these headlines. Americans want cannabis regulated less than e-cars and social media. Congress eye Fed state drug policy gulf. Virginia psilocybin bill advances. Mexican senators psychedelics plan. Massachusetts sales top 4 billion. Okay, here's the top things to know. The Congressional Research Service said in a new report that the increasing number of state psychedelics reforms being enacted contributes to a growing gulf between federal and state drug policies that's already widened due to marijuana legalization. A new poll found that U.S. voters think marijuana should be less strictly regulated, while also waiting to see tougher rules placed on electric cars, social media, and cryptocurrencies. A Mexican senator announced plans to file a bill to legalize psychedelics for therapeutic use. A U.S. rep, Earl Blumenauer, sent a video message for a Senate-hosted event saying he looks forward to being your American partner in the global push for reform. The Virginia State Education and Health Subcommittee on Health Professions approved a bill to reschedule psilocybin and create an advisory board to develop a long-term strategic plan for establishing therapeutic access to the psychedelic. The Massachusetts Cannabis Control Commission reported that retailers in the state have now sold more than $4 billion worth of legal recreational marijuana products since sales began in late 2018. Another $975 million in medical cannabis products was purchased over the same time period. Okay, now we're moving on to federal. The Drug Enforcement Administration, DEA, ousted its top Mexican official over allegedly improper contact with lawyers for drug cartels. A National Institute of Occupational Safety and Health official spoke about the health hazard evaluation services that the agency offers to cannabis businesses. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the 10th Circuit rejected a marijuana business challenge to a Internal Revenue Service summons. Senator Ron Wyden, in response to the Food and Drug Administration's announcement that it will not regulate CBD products, said he will soon reintroduce legislation on the topic. Representative Nancy Mace spoke about broad support for marijuana reform about her own use of medical cannabis. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez tweeted about the failure of an amendment to block President Joe Biden from selling oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, saying, "Woof, even my psilocybin amendment did better than this." And she inserted the laughing emoji. Okay, we moving on to states. California Governor Gavin Newsom's office tweeted, in December 2022, California's Cannabis Enforcement Task Force with California's Cannabis Department and Law Enforcement seized 35,287 pounds of illegal cannabis worth over $54 million. There were 34 firearms and made 11 arrests. We're working to protect and support our safe and regulated cannabis market. Separately, lawmakers are pushing for investigations into alleged corruption and exploitation of workers in the marijuana industry. The Montana House Human Services Committee held a hearing on a bill to restrict where marijuana businesses can operate. A Missouri representative introduced a bill to block regulators from instituting marijuana business licensing caps. South Dakota lawmakers are considering several marijuana bills. An Indiana senator discussed his sponsorship of marijuana legalization legislation. A Maryland senator spoke about the need to remove the odor of marijuana as a justification for police searches. Colorado regulators issued a health and safety report about marijuana products from a physician Preferred Products LLC with potentially unsafe levels of yeast and mold and Aspergillus contamination. Information released under pressure by the Dormitory Authority of the State of New York reveals issues related to fundraising for the Social Equity Cannabis Investment Fund. The Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture awarded $200,000 in grants for projects aimed at growing fiber and food hemp market sales and awareness. The New York Department of Labor hosted a Cannabis Career Summit. Oregon regulators are conducting a cannabis industry survey. Ohio regulators published updated medical cannabis patient and caregiver numbers. Vermont regulators will consider cannabis issues at a meeting on Monday and will hold a networking event on marijuana tax compliance on Thursday. And that was your news segment for the 420 radio show, brought to you by Marijuana Moment and Still Beating Productions LLC. I'm gonna drop both of these links down in the description so you can go check the website out, and you can also check out the article that I had just read so you can catch up on the rest of the article that I did not read. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, let's get back into this music piece. If you like content like this, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be alerted when I drop new episodes. You know what I'm talking about? But you know how we do. We're going to get back into this smoking session. You feel me? 420. We out. Peace. Yeah. You know, I just love to smoke.
say that?
About to start a little puff give in this mother. Now I know Willie don't let you smoke in his eye, but I'm your Uncle Elroy. I don't give a damn how high you get in mine.
Still Beating Productions.